Guys, it's Archieluxury, and we're live on the Archieluxury live stream channel. Let's run the intro and let's start the show. Today, we're going to review Mr. GMT's fabulous collection. We're going to do a review. Okay, let's start the music, big boy. And hello and welcome to the Archieluxury live stream channel. We've got Tan the Man. Hello, Tan.
Good morning, Pontiff. How you doing?
Hey, I am fantastic. And today is a very exciting day. We're going to do Mr. GMT's collection review.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
He's a good guy. Our Mr. GMT is a very good guy. Hello, Mr. GMT.
How is going, boys? What's happening?
Hey, exciting.
I'm very nervous, by the way, Arch. Just going to put it out there, okay? Very nervous.
No need to be nervous. You've got a beautiful collection. You've got so many wonderful pieces.
There it is, Arch.
Why would you be nervous?
I'm nervous. You know what it's like.
We got the bear coming on. We're just going to slow down there. It's tell me this, Mr. GMT. How long have you been collecting watches for?
I've been collecting watches on and off since 2008. My first one in 2008 was a Omega Aquaterra chronograph.
Yep.
It was a white dial. That was my very first acquisition, and when I purchased that, I've been in love. Well, let's start from the beginning. Actually, don't worry about that first purchase. The very beginning, when I as a child, we used to go into a toy shop, and in the shop there was these hologram hologram watches that used to
Yes.
change the time. You get all different ones, right?
Yes.
And I always used to go for those. I never went for toys. And I said to my mother one day, there was a jewelry shop directly opposite it, and I said to my mother, "Mum, one day I want you to go get me a watch from in there. I want one of those watches." She goes, "But why don't you want these toys? Why do you worry about watches?" I said, "Because I want a watch. I wanted the watches. I just didn't care about the toys at the time," which a lot of things have changed since then, obviously, looking around me. But in saying that, that's where my love and my passion from as a child, I absolutely loved watches. And then as I was getting older, I ended up getting, learning as I'm going. Got a few fashion watches, and which were garbage. And I started learning. I
Hello,
started watching
Bear.
your channel. Bear, how you going, my man?
Doing great. Very exciting day. Very exciting time. I hear you're nervous,
Yes, I'm very nervous.
and you
Bear.
should be because I'm here.
I
Your
know.
Vin
I'm
Tinier
nervous
has
because you're
said
all
there.
here. Don't worry.
Vin
I'm nervous
Tinier,
'cause
great.
you're all here.
Great comment here for today. He's living in the toy shop now.
That's right. I'm living in the toy shop. Funny enough.
$50. Look at this here, Tanzeel. $50. No soft cock review for GMT. We want raw, no holds barred, no
Let's
Paul
do this.
Thorpe style interviews tonight. AC3. Wow! Wow!
Like he's fired up. I
And,
think he's had his coffee this morning.
I got to tell you, very interesting.
Okay,
Now,
I just wanna mention a couple of things. We are going to do this review properly. I did invite also JJ to join us. And while we doing this interview with the collector and chatting about the collection, Archie, I don't want anyone else on the live stream.
okay, that's no worries.
After we finish the review, it's up to you, but I'm asking as a favor right now to be Tanzeel, you, me, and hopefully JJ.
Yes.
If he is available. He told me to text him when we start. Obviously, I would love to have Marco, but I haven't got in touch with Marco.
No, that's okay. I will say this, Mr. GMT, your story, I remember as a kid, it's sort of, I remember my dad was given a Seiko. It was a Seiko 5 automatic watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking, have we got Hisham Habib? Hi, everyone. Archie, Bear, Tan, Mr. GMT. Great to see you after a long time. Definitely. And we
Nice
got
to hear from you, Hisham.
JT, $2. GMT's biggest fan, Higgins, should be here also. Well, I think the time difference is a problem. But
Yeah,
hey,
Higgins has been regular, by the way, guys, on the second show on Archieluxury live stream, which is the evening time in Australia and early morning time in North America, and kind of midday in England and Germany. So a great opportunity to see some interesting characters and good show. Plastic was on this morning. There was definitely, what's his name? Mr. GMT came on. There was Higgins was on, and everybody was begging for OC to come on. Even our pontiff, at once he's become very nostalgic about OC.
yes.
Good to hear on pontiff. Maybe bring Timmy back too.
Did you know we had Lolex on? I'm trying
Lolex was on. That was wonderful.
I'm trying to steal the leads, Bear.
That was so
I'm
cool to
trying
see him come on.
steal the leads. Mr. Vintenier, $2. What currency, Mr. GMT, pay for his review in? Giros, he paid in Aussie. Mr. GMT is a great guy.
Thanks to Tan as well. He chipped in as well. You don't forget that.
That's why I said I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And we got Anthony P, $2. Bear, I love how the Lions screwed the Packers. There we go. And Mr. GMT, I must say this. It's funny, those childhood stories there. I remember myself as a kid. My dad got given a Seiko 5, and I thought these things were amazing. And I remember from that point on, when you went to class, you'd check out the teacher's watch. What watches did they have?
I did that, actually. You are right. I did that.
Yeah,
That
I
is so
remember
true.
doing that. And when my dad got the Seiko, he gave me, my dad, see, they weren't collectors. My dad was actually very anti-hoarding, okay? I don't know what it is. He's very anti-hoarding. Like my dad had draft papers. I would love to have seen the historic document draft papers. You know what I mean? He threw them out. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think anyone wanted to see that. I think it's shit. Now the thing is, he gave me his watch because it was a Technos. I don't know if you heard of that brand, Bear. Have you heard of the brand Technos watch? Swiss watch?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's like a lower mid-tier shitter. Okay, it's a lower mid-tier. But the interesting thing is, I remember I even used to listen to gossip. You know, as a kid, you always listen to gossip. And I remember there was one teacher, and he married this really wealthy woman. Her family was in the diamond business. And he got given this watch, and everyone was fawning over it. And I remember, I couldn't remember the brand of what watch it was. I remember years later, Bear, I saw him. By the way, he's got the same model of Beamer as me. So he's in the real estate business. I said, what watch brand did you have? I remember as a kid, you married this lady who was related to such and such diamonds, and you had this watch. You know what it was, Bear?
What was it?
It was a Maurice Lacroix. I remember thinking, that's not a special watch. I said to him, that's not a Maurice Lacroix.
It's slightly better than Frederic Constant.
I don't know, Bear.
Around the same shit.
No.
Whatever. General Saad.
General
Yes,
Saad there, he's
the
there.
main man.
Okay. Now, Bear, I'm just going to show some pictures to start the
Actually,
review.
before we start with
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
Tanzil had a suggestion on a structure of evaluating this collection. If you don't mind, Tanzil, would you like to share?
Sure. So, Archie, I think often when we do a review, the first thing it goes into is value retention. So I was thinking we kind of look at the review in 3 different buckets, kind of like Doug DeMuro does his Doug score.
Yes.
So the first bucket would be balance, right? Is the collection balanced? Second category would be uniqueness. Are the pieces unique? Are they, what everybody else buys? And then lastly, obviously, on the Archieluxury channel, we have to talk about value retention. So value retention. Okay, so Archie, you're going to kind of score in balance, uniqueness, and value retention.
What do you think,
Balance,
Archibald?
uniqueness. I think that sounds like a great idea there.
We
We've
have
got
a big super chat from Fella.
Fella. Don't give up, Paul. Stay on the treadmill of life and you'll get to where you belong. One day, Bear might even own an Aquanaut like the 36-year-old. Thank you, Fella. It's a very generous super chat.
Absolutely amazing.
Look, Fella's finally hit his super chat quota for the year, so thank you to Fella.
So I got to tell you, let's have a look at the first picture here.
I have a question, Archie. By the way,
yes.
Before we do anything, this was a big super chat, so Fella gets
it. Yes, give him.
Thank you very much, Fella. Do we have a picture of the?
Oh, we got another super chat. Hisham Habib, 449 rupiah. Here's for a drink, mate. Thank you so much. From
I love
Hisham.
how you say rupiah. It's rupees. But every time it's rupiah, rupees.
Rupee. Archibald, can you tell me, do you have a picture of the whole collection so we can start with a look of the whole collection, balance of the collection?
That's not you should get the other one first because the other one's got everything in it.
Please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The first one I sent you. That one's got just a
Hey,
clear
Bear,
picture of what's in
do
the
you guys,
box. And then,
do you guys mind doing like a bit of an interview? I just gotta, the computer's having some problems, so I just gotta come back in a few minutes. Okay.
yeah, no worries.
All right.
Hey,
Sure,
that's
sure,
okay.
sure.
Okie dokie. So let's get this other one up here. This one here, I don't know which one's easier to see
No,
for us.
we'll show that one and then we can go back to this one. You know what I mean, Arch?
No
So you can have a
worries
good
at
look
all
at it.
there. Yep, no problems there. No problems at all. So let's just get this other one up here, Bear. We'll get this other one up here. This is an amazing collection, Bear. Look at this here. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
This is pretty much the collection, the serious collection. I've also got my shitter collection and I've also got my serious collection. So this is my serious collection. To a lot of people will be a semi-serious collection, but this is my serious collection. And I thought we'll show this one first and then we can go back and see the rest of the pieces behind the day date.
Speaking
the Busted
of-
Us day date.
Look who we've got here. We have got our good friend JJ. JJ, how are
my
you?
man.
Thank you for coming, JJ. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
We just started. Archie gave us some boring story from his youth and whatever. And nobody really listened to it. I bet you nobody can repeat it. We had a couple of nice super chats. And
Beautiful.
and we are utilizing a bit of a form while we're doing this evaluation. We are evaluating on the balance of the collection. We are
Right.
evaluating on the uniqueness of the pieces, besides other stuff, obviously. And we are evaluating, being on Archieluxury, show the value retention on these pieces. So obviously we'll have to talk about the collection with the collector. We're going to have to talk about how and why he purchased the watch, what was the idea behind it. So this is very favorable to a viewer because we actually have a collector present on the channel. Archie.
Yes, sir.
Archie, tonight I want full attention. I don't want you to do anything but this evaluation of what we're doing tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to click the button and I'm going to go and fuck her out.
Now, we were also going to have some special categories there. We were looking at what were those categories there? We've got Tan back. Hello, Tan. Tan, we're just discussing the criteria there. We had three criteria.
Said that. You didn't listen, so you don't know what I said. I just said that. We have a super chat from Archie's Crack.
Archie's Crack,
We'll go on this one
£1.80.
first, this one
Looking
first.
forward to seeing a cracking collection. Oh, Vintinier, $2. Glass suit in the collection. Automatic, 10 out of 10. Thank you so much, Vintinier, for your contribution there.
Arch,
Talk
no
about-
fingernail
talk
cutting
about-
tonight.
No fingernail
Arch,
cutting, nothing.
No fingernail cutting, no filing of your taxes
Nothing.
tonight.
Yeah, no cutting your eyebrows, no
No
trimming your
talking
eyebrows.
to insurance, no fucking drinking
Security coming
Baileys,
through, is
no,
The
no
Maytag
going to
repairman
toilet.
is here to
You
fix
get
my
one-
dishwasher.
You get one toilet break. You get one fucking toilet break. That's it.
Okay.
I'm serious, Archie.
No,
Look
no,
at
that's
me.
okay. No, I
Look at me.
understand. Now,
Can you read
Yeah,
the
I'm
super
looking
chat
at
by
you.
looking a little bit to the right while you read the super chat? No, the left, your left.
and here we go. Archie Crack, £1.80.
Okay,
Looking
you
forward
can
to a cracking collection. Thank you so much.
That's a great one.
Okay, so guys, I got it now. Tan, we just want to clarify again.
Can
You
I just,
wanted the
before we start, also show my friend Mr. GMT in his honor? I'm wearing the watch that I rarely wear.
Can we put up Bear on full screen, please?
Yes, this is the Panerai, the Pam.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. And you got it on leather. You got it
Yes,
on
sir.
leather.
This is PAM
Is that what,
312.
11?
Beautiful.
312.
It really does suit you, but honestly, it really does.
It doesn't look bad
312.
on Bear, eh? It doesn't look
It
bad.
looks good on Bear, actually. Really good. It really does
Thank
suit
you.
you.
Thank you
It's
very much.
beautiful.
That's in honor of my
Thank you,
friend,
my man.
Mr. GMT.
Now,
Appreciate
Mr.
that.
Tan, you were saying there you wanted them rated on. Give me those three criterias again, Tan.
So I don't know if JJ was around. So we're going to do it on 3 criteria, JJ, because Archie always goes to value retention, and it kind of, I think, we want to give it a bit of a fair score. So 3 criteria, 3 categories.
Yep.
First category is balance. Like, how balanced is the collection? Second criteria is uniqueness. Does GMT have pieces that everybody else has? How unique were his choices? And then lastly, we can't obviously on the Archieluxury channel not talk about value retention. So value, so that could be value retention. And Trapper actually said, hey, bonus category, what kind of a deal was the watch? I mean, that could be in the value, like how much value.
That's definitely in the value retention.
Yeah.
The deal on the watch is the value retention.
Right,
Yeah.
that's part of the value retention, right? It could be worth nothing when you sell it, but if you paid nothing when you bought it, you're not going to get hurt, you know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
let's
Okay,
do it.
without further ado, let's get into this.
Why don't you read the super chat before we go? Did you read that
sorry,
one?
super chat. Curly's fat gut, $3. I washed myself with a rag on a stick. Fucking hell. It's just
It's so fucking
I
crazy
don't know
shit.
what to say.
Oh my goodness gracious. We will never be Houdinki, JJ. We will never be Houdinki.
This is more like stinky.
Stinky. Okay. So look, I got to tell you, we're going to start the Mr. GMT collection review, and I got to say, firstly, we've got to award some bonus points for this beautiful box that he's presenting the collection in here. Anton May, $2. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much, Anton May. I gotta say, okay, let's have a look here. What do we got? Let's look at what have we got here. Look into my eyes. So we're gonna see the soul of Mr. GMT. So what have we got here? This is a good question. So what we've got is we've got a 2011 black GMT Master 2, which is just for those uninitiated, that's a Cermet black GMT.
No, Kermit. No, Cermet is a ceramic.
Sorry.
This is
Ceramic. Sorry,
Kermit.
it's a ceramic. It's a ceramic.
No.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. It's a,
No.
Are you talking about the black, or are you talking about the Kermit?
we're talking about the black.
Okay.
Black is ceramic. The watch
Yes.
next to it is not Cermet, it is Kermit.
Okay, let's have a look here. Sorry, I'm just getting just let me go. Ceramic, black. I love this watch because of the green hand. The green hand is just absolutely gorgeous in my book. Okay, so let's just keep going through the collection itself. Then next to the ceramic GMT, we've got a Kermit. This is the one you got from Luxuria Watches.
Yes, I got this one. I actually got both of them from Luxuria. This one, the black, and the Kermit. And
So
the one
this
next to
watch-
it as well. So
Wow. This watch here, the very rare Kermit, he got it from a dealer. He ponied up, paid the money, and this was a lot of sacrifice because you got rid of the two-tone Submariner, the black
yes.
Submariner. It was a lot of sacrifice. Tanzil, Mr. Skydweller, member 1 month. Member for 1 month, bronze. Love you, Arch. Hope that 2023 brings Rolex and BMW. Thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful Cermet here. What year is your Cermet, by the way, there?
Kermit.
I've got it already.
Kermit.
Yeah, Kermit.
2017.
2006.
Sorry, 2006.
So
I did send you all the information, but
this
it's
isn't
okay,
a-
Arch.
GMT, this isn't a flat 4, and this isn't a is it a sharp?
No,
4,
but
flat
the
4?
one thing that I have got, which is great, and actually Archie picked this up because I actually unboxed it on his show when I got it 2 years ago.
That was back when he used to pay attention.
He actually remembered the watch that I traded in. That just spun me out. I never told him recently. He remembered that. I was impressed. It's actually got you know how it says the regency of the country that it's from? This is actually from China, so it's 888. So it's got that paperwork, which actually it sells for a lot more in the Asian countries because of the paperwork, which is I'm quite lucky. But Archie brought that to my attention, which was great.
Then we've got next door here, we have got a Frank the Tank quickly super chat, $5. Mr. GMT, the 36-day date looks great to me. When is the right size When is the right size for your wrist, you wear the. When it's the right size for your wrist, you wear the watch. If it's too big on your wrist, it wears you. Just perfect. That's from Frank the
Can we
Tank.
read
Thank
this
you, Frank.
again, Archie, please?
Frank the Tank, $5. Here we go. Mr. GMT, the 36-day date looks great. Looks great on you. Looks great on you. When is the right size? When the watch is the right size for your wrist, you wear the watch. If it's too big, the wrist on your wrist, it wears you. Just perfect.
Beautiful. Lovely.
And then
Well done.
next door, we have got another piece next door, a piece of Rolex here. We've got a Rolex. This is a Rolex date, just two-tone. I was scared you actually had sold this one because at one stage you were contemplating selling it.
I still am, thanks to JJ putting things into my head.
Now, this is not just a date just. This is a date just 2. This is a 2014 date just 2. So it's the bigger one with diamonds. Absolutely beautiful with the champagne. Fluted bezel. Oyster bracelet. Absolutely gorgeous.
And this is the one that I got a compliment on, and when I went out with Timely, I was wearing this watch, and this is the watch that I got a compliment on.
Then right next door to that, we got a Tag Heuer. This is one of the limited edition reissues. The Steve McQueen. This is the Caliber 11. It's got the crown on the other side. Caliber
Proper
11.
side. He's got a crown on the proper side.
Exactly.
How it was intended to be.
And I got to tell you, this is the classic. I had the same one. Absolutely beautiful. Then let's go to the front row of this collection itself here. Front row of this collection. Go down to the front. We got a Tudor. A Tudor. This is the Tudor, the newish Tudor. These here are the
Black Bay Pro.
Exactly. Black Bay Pro. This is the Explorer 16.5.
And I can thank the two people on the panel, Arch, for me getting this. JJ, when I showed him my collection the first time, he actually recommended for me to get the Pro because I had a Carrera.
This is the 2022 Tudor Black Bay Pro.
Yeah.
It's
and then Bear.
Is the crown
cemented
screwed in
it.
there? Is the crown screwed in? It is.
That
screwed in?
now it is. Hang on, let me check.
Okay.
It should be.
Not on the picture.
No, it's
it
screwed
looks
in
like
now.
it's
Don't
out.
worry about the picture. The
Yeah.
picture's not screwed in. Screwed in now, so that's all that matters.
Now, I got to tell you, this is a. I actually quite like these
Me
these
too.
Tudors. I think they're really. I love the font on the bezel. That the way it's done is just beautifully. Then moving along, we have a Pam. Pam, not just any Pam. Pam on a bracelet. A Pam
Yes.
on a bracelet. That's like spam in a can. It's just so. This here is a Pam 328. 328. Now that's 2022 as well, is it?
No, that's not 2022. No,
Oh,
that's
your
not.
glass, your
That's-
Breitling
no,
is
no,
20.
glass- yeah, my Breitling is not this,
Okay.
not this one.
Next time when you send me the list, put commas in there so I can.
Sorry. I was doing it in a hurry because you asked me last minute. I was hurrying up trying to
Yeah,
get it. Sorry, Arch.
I gotta say
My
this
apologies.
Pam here, bear.
Comma. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Now this here, Pam itself there. It's a Pam 328. Bear, what Pam have you got on your wrist there?
In honor of my friend Mr. Jim T, I'm wearing a PAM 312. 312. 312.
312.
Very, very similar. Very similar.
Very
similar,
similar,
yes.
very similar. Run the Shrink, $2. What's the point of Mr. GMT's collection? We'll come up to that in a minute there.
He
Next
doesn't
week-
get it, Mr. GMT, because he doesn't watch the dungeon.
There is no point, Arch. There's no point to this collection.
There's no
Okay,
point.
coming right along, we've got one of my favorite watches in this collection, the Glass Hoot Original. The Glass Hoot Panomatic. That's
Panomatic
right
Luna.
there.
Panomatic Luna.
Panomatic Luna. That's Panomatic Luna. That's 2022. Oh no, the date just. Sorry, okay, fair enough. There, the Panamatic Luna. This is poor man's Lang A1. Poor man's Lang A1. Beautiful.
Yes, I'm a poor man from a poor home.
Watch there. And finally, in the box here, we've got a Breitling. We've got a Breitling, not just any Breitling, a special Breitling, a 41mm Breitling Navi timer. Absolutely beautiful.
Does this have the B01? Is this a Valjoux?
No, this is not a B01. This has got the 7750 in it.
What's
Everyone
that?
knows what that is.
Valjoux. All right.
Valjoux
Valjoux
7750.
movement, which is a workhorse. It's a great movement, great workhorse, no problems whatsoever. And of course, then we've got the crown jewels in the collection, which is the crown jewels being the date 8, the 18238, which is not, so it's 8 in the box and 1 on the wrist. You followed that guide there. I got to tell you, interesting indeed there. So, guys, let's get back into reviewing this collection here. Let's have a look. We've got steel, we've got two-tone, we've got everything. So let's have a talk about this. I'm just going to keep this picture up on the screen here. Now, we've been asked to do the criteria, the balance. What do we got? So I always look at the balance. Have we got our bases covered? We got GMT. Yes, we do. Check. We've got 2 GMTs. We have got 2 chronographs. We got 2 divers. And we've got 3 dress watches. 3. So 2, 2, 2, 3. It's very much like Plastics collection. 2, 2, 2, and then he's got the solid gold. So it's very
without the hype.
Without realizing it, you've followed the man. You followed the hype man.
I've been watching you for a very long time, Archie. Thanks to you. Your guidelines.
Now the interesting thing is here, you've got a Rolex backbone. There's a Rolex backbone. The GMT, you've got a Rolex GMT, then you've got the Tudor. You've got the Rolex, you've got the Kermit, and then you've got the Pam. You've got the Datejust, then you've got the glass hood. So you've got a really strong Rolex backbone, which is just got a nice feel to it. Okay, so the balance. I got to be honest with you, with the balance, there's a strong Rolex bias, which you would expect in a serious collector of the Archieluxury universe. But
a third, I think a third is fair. A little more than a third.
Yeah, more than a third.
Yeah, I got to say honestly.
Just hold on before you even get in out of brand. You're talking about brand balance, right? Look at also the balance.
I'm talking function balance.
So yeah, that's what I was going to get into, right? Function balance, because that PAM is an automatic. That's not a manual wind PAM, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So where's the manual wind here, Archie, in this collection?
There's no manual wind.
Good.
No manual wind.
Camel Toe, $10. Beautiful collection here, there, my friend from Camel Toe. Thank you, $10.
Zeppy. You know, Zeppy.
Thank you, Zeppy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zeppy there. Now, the thing is, manual wind. Do we need manual wind? We don't have manual wind, but we also don't have quartz. I don't know whether that's a big thing. Manual wind.
Well, every one of us is going to.
He actually does have a quartz. He just didn't show it. He has the Seamaster in quartz.
So,
I've got it, but I was going to get to that. Can we get to that later?
Yeah, look, I got to be honest with you.
We're talking about what's in the box.
I don't think it's possible that 4 people are going to give exact same review. Okay, so we're listening to Pontiff now.
Here we go, Vintigny, for swapping between 9 watches, everything is manual wind. Good point there. I think the balance there, 2 GMTs, 2 divers, 3 dress watches, and 2 chronographs. It's pretty good. There's a lot of discipline. There's a lot of has gone into it. I honestly can't complain with the balance there. I think the balance is probably an 8. Let's get some panel reviews there in a minute. The balance, We got KB Lake, $2. Any titanium or ceramic in the future, Mr. GMT? Well, he does have the ceramic bezel on the GMT. He's got a ceramic bezel. He's a bit worried about hairline cracks in the ceramic. Hairline cracks. Hairline cracks. Run the Shrink, $2. I would sell off the entire front row for a Lange or a Paddock.
Well, and then Laurent would sell the Lange or Paddock for an IWC, so fuck off, Ron.
Look, I got to tell you, in my own view, the balance, I think his balance is pretty damn good there. He's pretty damn good. Uniqueness, how do I think uniqueness? Look, he's got a strong Rolex bias. Uniqueness, he's got the Tudor. The Tudor is quite a cool model. The PAM, uniqueness, he's gone for a PAM on a bracelet. That is out there. Instead of a Lange, we've gone for a glass hoot. That's fairly unique. We've got the Breitling Navitime. Now that Breitling Navitime, that's not a GMT one, is it? That's just a standard Navitime.
No, that's a standard one, Arch. It's a standard one.
That's the old Navitimer too, I think, isn't it?
No, it's a current model. It's still I think it might have just gone off in the
no, I think it's called, the model's called the old Navi 2, they call it.
Is
with
it?
The eyes,
because
12,
when I looked
6, 9, and 12, that layout. See that layout?
The layout is old. Yes, you are right.
They call it the old. That's because I had that same model. I had I think similar, if not the same model, and I actually liked it. Vintigny, $2. Vintage versus modern balance. Vintage versus modern balance.
I mean, he's got a lot of vintage and modern balance here, right?
He's got a lot of, these are a lot of reissues, so they're usable vintage. Like, I mean, realistically, you could say the vintage is the Tudor, the PAM is a retro watch, the Hoya, the Monaco, they're kind of vintage flavors coming through.
Don't forget the 18238.
Yes,
that's more classic than vintage. Classic. But yes, we could include that as well there. I got to tell you, uniqueness, I reckon, as I said there, sorry, for balance, we gave him an 8.5. Uniqueness, I'd give him an 8. 8 for uniqueness. And then we want to talk about value. The value. Look, I think value represents many different things here. We got Rolex. Anyone who has 4 Rolex in a 9-piece collection, they have that's a concrete foundation. You're not going to do too badly with that. Then you've got the Hoya. I honestly can't see you doing too badly on that Steve McQueen. You've gone for the Icon. The Breitling Navitimer. If you bought that secondhand, you'll be okay.
Yes, I did.
And then you've got the Tudor, Black Bay Pro, the PAM, and the glass suit. Okay, they may not be the best value retention things, but you're not going to halve your money. You're not going to walk away.
I actually got a good
nothing.
price on both of them, so it's good.
I would say the value retention, I reckon we'd have to give this a 7. A 7. And that's not including the day date, which the day date, a nice, respectable day date, you're never going to lose your money. Somebody always wants a day date. Which
I won't be saying anyway, Arch, to be
Frank
honest.
the Tank, you need Hype Pepsi or Sprite to match your GMT. Hype Pepsi or Sprite. I don't know if he does. I really don't know if he does. I'd be quite happy with what he's got. I think that's quite restrained and perfect there. Now, the thing is there with this collection, I get a feeling that this is you're kind of done. Mr. GMT, I mean, we've always got dreams for more watches. Like I look at a collection and they say, what should I add? What should I get next? I got to be totally honest with you. We've always got things we want to add, but I don't think it's anything ridiculous here. we're motoring on quite well. Motoring on quite well. Nothing to really worry about. I can't see any big problems here. Motoring on well, no big problems.
And
I would say,
honestly, that's thanks to a lot of people in the community because of this Archieverse that we're in, and you guiding us. And if you pay attention, what you say and other people in the community say, it makes a difference. It does when you collect, and that's thanks to thanks to you guys. Honestly, it really is.
here we go. Sovereign, $5. Who has a bigger chip on his shoulder? The Ginger Whinger Prince Harry or Mr. GMT's Day Crystal? Looks like it was polished in his potato chipper. Thank you, Sovereign,
Thank you,
for your
Sov.
support. I got to tell you, this collection itself here, I honestly don't have a desire to add anything urgently. I think you got all your bases covered so well. I honestly, you look at this collection and say, well, what would you do? Well, here we go. Timely behavior, $8. A well-balanced and thought-out collection, all immaculate. Nice job, Mr. GMT, and stay sexy. And thanks to Archie for reviewing. Thank you indeed. I got to be honest with you. This collection here, I think it's just happy, contentment. It's like eating a big Slovaki and just sitting back. Everything is good. Nothing is bad. Archieluxury review score, balance 9.5 out of 10. Uniqueness 8. Value retention 7. I can't see it being that bad. I think realistically, if I was jumping on this collection here, you'd want to wear the GMT. That's so usable. You got a special sub, Sermon. You've got so many nice pieces here. I think you're perfectly entertained. There's nothing. I love your box. I love your box. Your box is amazing. Unlike mine, which has got saw marks in both of them, yours is absolutely pristine.
A little paint.
It's a little bit. It's a bit of character, Arch. It's got a bit. Your watch now has got a lot of history. You know that.
Yes.
It's got a lot of. It's got a lot of story with it.
But I think it's a beautiful collection. I can't see anything sad. Looking forward to reviewing Bear's review. Yes, of course we are. Look, I got to be honest with you. I think this 9-piece collection, what more do you really want to add there? What more would I add there? I tell you what, I can't think of anything that's really. Here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $2. I would like to see an IWC Pilot Chrono Green dial. Interesting. CB, $5. Can I give my 25-cent suggestion to make a small improvement? Yes, you can. Just my humble opinion. Please do, CB. We will bring that comment up. You don't even need to super chat. We'll bring it up there. I've got to tell you, this collection here, I think it's punching above your station in life, Mr. GMT. This is a really classy collection. A lot of good taste. A lot of good taste. Not many people in Darwin would understand this. It's like Brisbane. This is really sophisticated. There's elements here that I really love. I love your Rolex backbone. You couldn't have planned this out more. You couldn't have planned it out more. 240 viewers. Wow, look at that. Silky Johnson, $2 late to the party. How can I submit my collection? Yes, sirree. It's very simple. PayPal to Archieluxury72@gmail.com. It's $150 for a review and a live stream review. You get 2 reviews.
Do you know who you're talking to, by the way?
Silky Johnson.
Who is he?
That is my good friend in New York.
Exactly. Listen, Silky, if you want to send me on a WhatsApp your collection, please do, and you can either super chat or you can send Archie PayPal, as he said, and I will forward. I will organize everything.
JL, $20 GMT. What's the point? Kidding, mate. You have a great collection, mate. Enjoy them and wear them in good health. Please upvote. I got to tell you, this collection
Thank you,
here.
brother. Appreciate the comments.
Thank you very much, JL.
JL. Then we got one from CB, $5. I like the vibe of the collection. I would only trade in the glass hoot for a Lange one of your choice.
That's always on the cards. Just putting it
Always. Yeah, always.
It's always on the
cards. I gotta say, it's beautiful, beautiful collection. There's nothing I hate. Often I look at a collection, there's always a flaw I hate in it. Even the glass hoot original, the panorama.
And it's actually got my good friend's strap, JJ strap. He sent it to me as a gift, and I really do appreciate that. Thanks,
Oh,
JJ.
that's so cool.
Oh, man.
Beautiful collection. Beautiful, beautiful collection. I love it. All bases covered. I think the balance is pretty damn good. The uniqueness, you got unique pieces there, and value. You got a Rolex backbone with a few little bits of flamboyance. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. This collection means much more to me than hypey pieces. I mean, you got a little bit of hype. You got Rolex, and you got the Kermit.
Shows
Sorry, the
character.
Kermit, mate.
I can't see how you'd be unhappy with this. This is a gorgeous collection.
No, I'm over the moon, to be honest, Arch. It's taken a long time. I haven't
Mr.
just done it
Anthony Napatan. Oh, we got Madman, $10. I'll have to watch in full later, but I want to know AC3's favorite and least favorite piece in the collection, and if GMT had to sell off and reduce to just 4 pieces, which 4 would it be, Arch? Good question. So let's have a look at this. What is my favorite piece in this whole collection? And this is not necessarily the most expensive, but this is something that if you said to me, okay, Arch, you can have a piece there. You know what? I think I'd take that Tag Heuer.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because I remember mine very fondly. That's great memories. They're a big watch.
In the words of Marcelo, really?
Saber, Mark 42, 5 pounds. Hello, gents. Only thing I'd top this collection is a laded Richard Mille. Ladies, Richard Mille painted on the box. Pure perfection.
Fantastic.
Now, I got to tell you this. He's asking me, what's my least favorite piece? I got to tell you, the least favorite piece.
It's a good question from Sophie Johnson. It's a good question.
$5. Great collection and great box. I wouldn't steal the spotlight for tonight, but I'll email PayPal for another day. Do you factor box into collection rating? Of course we do. Everything is.
Not just a box, but also the pic quality of the photography.
Right. You can't put a good big treasure in a shitty treasure chest, right? It's got to be in a nice treasure chest.
No. You know what I'd say the least favorite
And
here
please
is?
make sure to vacuum the carpet if you're showing your watches.
I got to say the least favorite, I would say Strider, the box is 10 out of 10. I'd say the least favorite would be the Navi Timer.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
I actually don't mind the glass hood. It kind of fits in there, the glass hood. It kind of is, it's very, very, it's beautiful. And if, the Madman was asking, the next thing is, and if GMT had to sell off, reduced to just 4 pieces, which 4? Okay, so let's have a look at that. What would I pick? I would pick black GMT. I'd have to go with the Kermit as the diver. The dress watch, I'd have to go with the day date. And the chronograph, I'd have to go with the Monaco.
So the top row.
No,
that's the
No,
day
not
date.
the
The top row.
day
That
date.
one.
Just the
Yeah.
day
Day
date.
date's on the
So
list.
the
Day
days-
date in place of the digest. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Exactly.
yes.
I've got to tell you, this is a beautiful collection. I love it. It's beautiful. This is kind of horological happiness, isn't it? Like there's the thing about this collection is nothing is screaming you need more. You need more. You need more. Nothing
Curly's
is saying
screaming more chips, more chips.
Curly's fat gut $3. Did someone say there's one made out of chips? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I think this collection is really nice, well thought out. I don't feel any desire to add to this. You don't have to add. You always can add. You always can add pieces. What would I add? Now, this is the tricky thing. I think if you're going to add a piece, I would be looking at maybe a Tudor Panda would be cool for that collection. A Tudor Panda.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I don't think you are you a Speedmaster man, Mr. GMT?
Not really, no.
No.
But I got the the toy ones, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I would say if you're going to add to this collection, how I would do it is, so you've done it in 2, 2, 2, and 3. 2, 2, 2, 3. So you'd go 3, 3, 3, 3. You'd go 4 threes. You know what I mean? That's how I would add to this collection. So if I was going to add to this now, let me give you a couple suggestions, okay?
Yep.
I would say Tudor Panda, or maybe reverse Panda. Maybe reverse Panda Bear. Tudor reverse Panda. That's for your chronograph. Your dress watches, you've already got 3. You got the day date, the date just 2, and you've got the glass suit. So that's enough for the dress. As a diver, what would I add as a diver? You know what I'd add as a diver? 2 pieces. We could add Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2, right? Or we could add a Breitling, that new Breitling, like the one that Ron the Shrink had. No, the one that Ron. No. I'm not talking chronograph.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking like a Super Ocean, like the one Ron the Shrink had. You know that those new ones that he got that from Bondage.
I don't remember that. I can't remember.
You know those new releases, those new release Breitlings.
I've seen them. I know the one. I know the one you're talking about.
Possibly add one of those, or possibly add one of those, or a Black Bay 58. So you want to, okay, timely behavior, $3. What's the future of the collection, mate? Is that to me or to Mr. GMT?
Probably to me. I gather. I hope it is.
Sorry, 1 minute. We'll get on to that. One Breitling is plenty for a collection, Vintigny. And
I agree.
Finally,
I agree.
Finally, what GMT would you add there as another GMT? Because 3 3 3s, right?
Vintage Pepsi.
Yeah, I reckon a vintage Pepsi or a Coke
to match the Kermit.
Exactly. And he could also do a Coke instead of a Pepsi.
Sure.
And maybe instead of a GMT Master 2, a GMT Master, you know.
Why not?
A 16700, you know. But, you know, the thing is, Mr. GMT, there's no desire with this collection. I can see just contentment. You don't have to add anything. Like, you could... And that's actually a cool point to get to. Let me say this, in my own collection being stolen, when I had all those pieces, I was relatively content. Like when I say relative, let me explain this to you in lower middle class terms. I didn't mind buying an expensive dress for the wife or spending a bit of money on a restaurant because I didn't have to save for my collection. Do you see what I mean, Mr.
Yes,
GMT?
I'm in the same boat
I
right
don't
now. You're
see
right.
anything here you have to have.
Super
Okay.
chat from Tanzil Ansari.
Tanzil Ansari, $5. Missing some high horology. AC3, let's go upstream a bit. Okay, upstream. See, okay. If he wanted to go really upstream, what I would do is, you know what? This suits the man so well. It suits him so well. I can't.
There's a couple moves you can make, Arch, very easily without costing a lot of money.
Okay, tell us, JJ. Pipe in.
All right. First of all, I don't think you need 3 dress watches. He barely goes out like that. There's no situation he's ever going to wear that Datejust 2 over the day date. So that goes. I get rid of that.
No.
Hear me
But
out. Hear me out.
let him finish, Archie. There is a logic behind it. Let him finish.
That goes. That brings you to 2 divers, 2 GMTs, 2 chronos, 2 dress. Perfectly balanced, right? Then I take the GMT black. I sell that, and I get a Pepsi, right? Even you want to go vintage Pepsi, that's fine. You want to go new one, whatever you prefer. Then you'll have money left over from doing the 2-for-1. Take that money, sell off the PAM, and upgrade to an offshore. And then you get some high horology, and you upgrade your GMT piece all in one shot.
Yeah,
You
like
could-
look, I was gonna go the line of JJ. You can finish, JJ. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking, like, you could get like an older offshore right now, like, you know, not the chrono one, just the regular diver one, for probably what, like 17. So it's not like unobtainable amount of money. If he does 2-for-1, he'll probably get back a good chunk. Put that and the Panerai, he'll probably only have to kick in maybe 1,000 or 2, I would imagine. I mean, I'm doing quick math here, but you know, you go from 3 pieces to 2, but you're definitely getting 2 higher end kick-ass pieces, and you get some, you know, one of the 3 main high horology houses, one of the Trinity in there to start, at least, anyway, you know.
Yeah. So from my perspective, Archie, like the collection is great. You know, no beef with the collection. I think your view numbers are good in terms of the uniqueness, balance, and value retention. I think that GMT, like you're kind of in a certain tier of watches, with Rolex kind of being the top end of that tier. And I think that like if you added a special piece, right, a really occasion. I know that your day date is used for that purpose, but a real true occasion piece, a special. You love watches, and part of watches is the art of watches, and that's why I'm kind of beating down the tree of a bit of high horology and then we kind of have to think of your style, right? Like, I don't think a dress paddock, are you going to wear that? Probably not. I don't think it's really your style. And I think that's why JJ was kind of going the line of a more sportier watch.
Right. Plus the rubber strap, because it's always 100 degrees where he is. I just figure it would suit his
It is.
lifestyle. You get way more use out of that,
Exactly. And look, maybe it's not an offshore, right? Maybe it's a standard Royal Oak chronograph. Very nice watch. Could be a Royal Oak, just a regular Royal Oak as well. A lot of the chat saying why AP. Well, because look at his collection. It's mainly sport watches. I don't think outside of maybe like an Aquanaut, which would fit his style in his city. But I think that GMT with a real high horology piece, that would be the crown jewel in the collection. I know that the day date is it today, but I would be looking for a crown jewel, something that really goes with the balance of the collection. So I'd be going for something sporty. Could be the Vacheron Overseas. I love the 4500V blue dial.
I like those. Nice.
Like I can see that in a tropical climate.
Me too.
Beautiful watch. Going to the casino. Just a very special piece that you'd own to really just icing on the cake. So that's my take on the collection, guys. Beautiful collection. Love it. But yeah.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate the advice. Really do.
Yeah, no, it's I got to tell you
Bed's
something.
staying very quiet, actually.
I want to say something. I don't disagree with anyone. I genuinely don't disagree with anyone. I actually enjoy tremendously listening to all of you. I kind of try to first understand when I see a collection, I try to understand what is the style of collecting. What is the collector's philosophy here? And as I'm looking at this collection, it comes to me that Mr. GMT is collecting brand icons with the unique twists. So I can see a lot of icons in his collection. I can see the GMT. I can see the sub in this situation. It's a Kermit.
Vintigny, $2. Gold, Breguet Marine. Obscene in a good way. Thank you, Vintigny.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's very, very obscene in a good way. I agree with that. Then we have a Datejust, which is classic. Then we have a Tag Heuer Monaco, which is classic. Then we have a Pam, which is classic. We have a Navi, that's a classic. And we have a Day Date, that's a classic. We have a bit of a twist with Tudor Black Bay Pro, which is a bit of a twist from the perspective of the brand, but it's also a reflection on the vintage GMT, Rolex GMT. And then we have the Glashütte original Panamatic Lunar, which is a Saxon icon in its own way, not a usual choice for people who collect watches like this. So it is a bit of a stray away piece. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a Glashütte original fanboy. I agree with CB. It would be nicer to upgrade that to Lange, because it's always kind of perceived as a Lange in trial. But it is a beautiful watch. I think it's a beautiful movement, gold rotor, right? Nicely laid out dial, which is surprisingly legible. It has quite a beautiful, clear graphic. It's kind of decentralized layout, beautiful galvanic finish. Oh, super chat.
CB, $20. JJ and Tan's suggestions would be changing the game. If you go in high horology hole, it is going to change the all balance, and it gets very dangerous money-wise. Basically, you end up in JJ collection game.
Yes.
Yeah, so for that,
And that was a perfect timing for Mr. CB to come with that comment, because that's exactly where I was going, to be very honest with you.
What's your timing? $2. Hi, Mr. GMT. You sure make your watches look sexy.
Mr. JJ and Mr. Tanzil, Mr. JJ and Mr. Tanzil are giving advice based on their collecting philosophy. They're not giving advice based on Mr. GMT's collecting philosophy. This is why I don't think you need to go into high horology. I actually don't see place for high horology in your collection. I think you are clearly, as I mentioned, a collector. When I'm looking at this collection, like collector with brand icons and unique twists. So continue in that path, and if you're going to change anything, which I agree with Pontiff, there is absolutely no need to change anything. Collection is organic. Collection.
And don't forget too, he lives in Darwin. It's hard to see. He's not in New York, JJ, where he can easily slip in and slip out.
That's irrelevant. Okay,
sorry.
The only problem I have with that is
in my
with high
narrative,
horology.
that simply means nothing. Geographical position means nothing. Super chat from Toyota Mo.
Toyota Mo, medium legend, $10. I love the diversity of your collection. Awesome collection, my brother. Love you.
Love you. Really
now,
good.
I want to do something.
Thank you.
So if I may finish, Archie, because I thought it's my turn, or maybe I can wait. What I'm trying to say to you, Mr. GMT, I love the pieces. They're iconic. I love everything. So maybe just like if you're asking me, I don't see it as Rolex heavy. But then obviously I'm looking through my eyes, and if you had every single piece being a Rolex, I would give you accolades. So to me, there is no such a thing as a Rolex heavy collection. But I do acknowledge the presence of other iconic brands, Tag Heuer, or Heuer rather, Tudor, Panerai. Glashütte should be turned into Lange. I really don't have
High
passion for Glashütte.
horology. High
Yeah, that's bringing you
horology.
into the high
Well,
horology.
or something else. I mean, it's just it kind of stands. It kind of bothers me a little bit.
Bear,
And then the
I'm
Navi
gonna-
timer. So now, as Archie said, I don't think you need to change anything. I think you can be very content with this collection. This is an honest collection. This is powerful collection. This is wearable collection. You touch every base a little bit. You even have a bit of a complication there with Glashütte with that moon phase, which is so romantic in a way. So that kind of gives a nice little flavor in it. Collection, when I look at it, as I said, is very organic, very natural. Balance is good. Uniqueness on the pieces, I would probably evaluate at 6.
Uniqueness of pieces, but I'm just writing this down. 6 for you. 6.
Right.
Did you give a balanced score? A balanced score?
Balance score, I'm going to put at 9.
Yep.
And value retention, I am familiar with your buying process. I know how you are. I'm going to give you 10 because I know that you're Greek and you measure 3 times before you pay, and you probably negotiated tremendously well. You're also in the industry that I'm in, and in our industry, if we're not good negotiators, when we're buying a product, we would be out of business like this. So I don't have a doubt that it's a 10. But listen, giving a 6 on uniqueness is actually a positive from me. I don't necessarily strive for uniqueness. You are iconic pieces guy. So I want to give you overall mark for your collection as 8.5 to 9.
You just said it, Bear. You just said it. I'm giving a personal feeling. This is it's got nothing. This is a fuzzy wuzzy feeling in my heart. How do I feel about his collection? I've actually given him I've given him a 9. I feel fuzzy. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, Archie. You know, there are those collections that when you look at them, they actually give you a good feeling, and your collection does give me good feeling.
What did you give him, Bear? What did you give him for that?
I give him 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Bear, the funny thing is, like, I look at a hype collection, it makes me vomit.
I want to give my scores too when you get a chance. I didn't give a.
Oh yeah, no.
ahead,
I'm going to
JJ,
get
JJ.
Tan and JJ.
Let JJ go and I'll go last. Let JJ go.
Okay, Bear, anything else you want to add to that there?
No, thank you, Mr. GMT, for privilege to share your collection with the viewers.
My pleasure, my friend. I really do appreciate your advice and your thoughts.
Oh, we got very quickly. I got a super chat. Tough love, $5. It's all over, all over. What a legacy! What a legacy! I tried so very, very hard. We've been so betrayed. We have been so terribly betrayed. What's he talking about?
Thank you for your super chat.
And we got Thomas Burdett, £1.80. Can we have a come and get it commercial break?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we certainly
Get the new one, Arch. Don't get the old one.
No, I'll get the new one. I'll get the new one. Let me find it. Okay, let me find this thing. Let's do it now.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Come and get it! You won't regret it in 2023 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
There we go. There we go. CB, $20. Bear, run the music. Tan. Okie dokie. Now, thank you so much there for the
Well, why
comments.
don't you read that super chat, for God's sake?
Yes, sorry there. There we go. CB. Tan, Lange 1 is high horology, but in an Eastern German kind of way, which is interesting because that's where I think Lange and Glashütte, they were in the Eastern German part. Glashütte. It is a large dial and a little thick, so my humble opinion is it would fit there just fine. I like this collection, and I tried to change the least possible.
Beautiful.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Guitars and watches, £1.80. Tag Heuer is my favorite. Unrated icon. Yes, I would certainly agree with that. There, that's a great icon. ABC, £5. Such a lovely collection from a lovely guy. He doesn't follow the crowd. He knows his own mind. Love you, GMT. Don't go. Please stay around. Pure class.
Beautiful. Thank you.
We got Basil's Beazles, $2. It's clear to see that Mr. GMT loves his watches. Yes, he
so true.
does.
So true.
You want to give JJ a time for his review, please?
JJ, here we go. So JJ, we're going through balance, uniqueness, value, and a personal figure. Let's go, JJ.
All right. Well, first I want to say on a personal note, thank you to Mr. GMT for not only #1 financially supporting the channel and backing it with coming on all the time, and Tan also for chipping in, but also to have the guts to have hundreds of people critique his collection and make it fun, some content for everybody. So with that out of the way, I want to start off with giving him 10 out of 10 for presentation. Shows the care that he puts into his watch, his watch collection. Beautiful box. I recommend it. I have it myself. Yes.
I've got a few slightly used ones, just out of interest.
Light marks on it, right? Okay, you gonna read this?
Here we go, CB, $5. I sent $20 super chat just to see Bear dance, not for Archie.
CB's a classic.
I got Toyota Mount, $5. Sorry I joined late, but not sure if I was mentioned that his collection is killer in the LV box. I agree, Mo. I agree with you.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
So as far as uniqueness, I give him a 9. I think he really is making his own choices. Everyone, especially when the group mind comes together, everyone kind of picks.
So what was your balance? Did you give a balance score, JJ?
Oh, balance, I give him a 9.5. I think two GMT, 2 sub, 2 divers, 2 chrono, 2 dress watches until recently became 3. Is as balanced as you could get. He has vintage, reissue in the Tudor with the more modern ceramic GMT. He has vintage sub or neo vintage sub with a more modern Panerai. He has a neo vintage look with his date and more modern with the Glashütte, and the Datejust 2 is kind of right in between. Then he has the vintage look in the Monaco and a more modern chronograph in the Breitling. So I think his bases are super well covered there. I think it's well thought out. I give him a 9.5 for the balance, 9 for uniqueness. Value retention, I'm going to give him an 8. I think that's the weakest area, which is not very weak, but the weakest area out of his. Because
he doesn't know Greeks, Mr. GMT.
Only because I think some of them are a tough sell to get out of. But he does have a strong Rolex backbone, so hey, 8 is not a bad score. 8 is a very good score. But overall, I love the collection. I could give suggestions about anything, but I think it's perfect as it is. I don't think he needs to change anything. But, we're always looking to do something new and get bored, and there's always some evolution that could take place. But overall, I think it's an awesome collection. I think he did a hell of a job.
Thank you, JJ. Appreciate the kind words.
That's my 2 cents.
All right, we got time to unwind. £1.79. AC3. You ever sniffed the headmistress bicycle seat?
No, definitely not.
All right, I'm going to round off here so that we're not spending a ton of time on review numbers. We got another super chat here from Stuart Crook.
Stuart Crook, £5 there. The Explorer looks dated now. Swap it for an Ingi or a Milgi. Ditch the Navi for a Breguet Type 20. The Explorer, look, what's he talking about? The Explorer looks dated now. Which Explorer is he talking about?
He's talking about. He's talking about the.
Probably talking
He's
about the
talking
Cedar.
about the Black Bay Pro.
Yeah, I
Right.
think I think it was an old Explorer. Too.
I like it, but that's the whole thing. It is
I love it.
kind
I
of.
absolutely love it.
I totally get that.
All right, boys, let's get into the final score here from the old.
You know what? I'm actually nervous about 10.
You know, okay, so I would, you know, so we got the three categories. We got balance, we've got uniqueness, and we've got value retention. So
and overall feeling.
And overall, so everybody pointed out. I mean, the box just to start.
I mean, JJ cheated another presentation point. I don't know what.
Look, yeah, the box should be extra points. The box, guys, the box should be extra points for sure. Box 10 out of 10. I mean, absolutely. I mean, this is a Damier graphite pattern, Louis Vuitton box, absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous.
So look, if we're talking about balance, the only issue I have with the balance is you're just doubling up types of complications. You have, you know, doubled up chronograph, doubled up diver, you know, doubled up GMT. Like, to me, it's a bit, it throws off a bit of the balance for me. I think that you could probably stick down maybe a little bit less on the complications, maybe go down to 1 and then maybe consolidate into something else. So from a balance perspective, I'd give it a 7.5 on balance. In terms of uniqueness, guys, like I'm probably gonna give this the highest score at 10 out of 10 for uniqueness. Like a PAM on a bracelet, Glashütte, you know, the Navi timer, and a 7750, 18238 date 8, like just, and even the date just 2, you know, with the diamond dial, just very unique. It's just not what you see. You don't look at a collection, you see everyone's collection, oh, it's Cermet, Pepsi, Daytona. It's the same collection all over again. This, like, you won't see too many people venturing off the beaten path. So 10 out of 10 for uniqueness. And look, value retention, honestly, GMT, I think you probably, people think about this from value retention as, oh, those pieces are going to sink. But I believe that you actually bought these pieces at very good prices. And I think you probably have very strong value retention. So I'm going to give you a 9.5 on value retention, because I believe you didn't pay retail for these pieces. You paid market
He knows
rate.
a lot of Greeks, Mr. GMT.
Yeah, you paid market rate for these. So I think you got your money pretty set. Maybe the Glashütte, that's why I kind of knocked a bit of points just on the Glashütte. I think that may have
the Glashütte I got for a very good price, actually. Very, very good.
So if you got it at a bargain basement deal here, I'll give you the super chat, Archie, £4.49. Thomas Burnett, congratulations on such a beautiful collection, Mr. GMT. The date really does elevate it, and a lovely gold piece. Love the Pam, Kermit, and Monaco. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thomas is a great friend of the community. He supports everyone. Thank you so much, brother. Really do appreciate it.
So yeah, I think from my perspective, I think I had the lowest on balance.
What was your personal score? What was the personal score you gave him?
The feeling score.
Yeah, overall feeling, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. And I think that, like, you know, just to talk about the high horology comment, it wasn't, I think JJ and I had a bit of a different philosophy on the high horology. JJ was talking about consolidating some pieces to buy high horology. From my perspective, is just add it. You know, like CB mentioned, or Archie mentioned, hey, the Glashütte go to Langa, you know, maybe. I don't think that would get outside of the scope of the collection. Here we got some more super chats. I'll pull them up.
Super chats, Mr. Zoso, $5. Be very proud to have this collection. A+ from a class act. Personal preference, I'd rather have a watch than an expensive box. Fair enough. And timely behavior, $3. He didn't pay full price. Deals were done. Timely behavior. Exactly. Now, just out of interest, there, I have added those scores up together. Now, don't just stop. Put your hands down. Keep away from the calculator. Who gave the highest score? It is actually JJ. JJ had a total of 36.5. Who gave the lowest score? It was actually Yopanov. I gave 32.5. Bear gave 33.5, and Tanzil was 35.5.
There you go, GMT. You know who loves you.
There you go. There you go.
We all love you, Mr. GMT. We just have a little bit of a different perspective on the thing. However, everyone seems to really love your collection.
In all fairness, all the scores are pretty high. I mean, it's not like anything.
Yeah.
Can we hear from GMT his view? his philosophy. I'd love to hear from the actual collector.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I thought it'd be great for me to come on and actually have this opportunity. Oh shit.
Your gym partner's calling you.
No, yeah. It's actually a guy wanting to place an order for Silverloaf, and we're not open. But look, the way that I like to have things in my collection that I don't normally see. I don't normally see people talking about as well. So when I'm looking at a piece, I want to say, yeah, this is the piece that I really like. That the piece, not because everyone else likes it, because I like it, right? And there's nothing for anyone else to go and buy the pieces that other people like. That's all the fun of it. But the way that I look at it is I like to buy pieces that I like, as in it doesn't have to be a hype piece. It has to be something that I really enjoy. And for example, I wanted the black. The reason why, that was one of my first pieces that I bought in the Rolex range. The reason why I bought it was different. It wasn't a Pepsi. It wasn't a Coke. It was just different. It was just a plain black, simple sub that it was very versatile for me to wear at the time because my collection was very small. So I thought that would fit in perfectly for me. Then I actually bought the Monaco first in 2017, and that piece there was something that I've always wanted. I used to talk. I've got a very close friend of mine that's into watches in Darwin as well, and we used to talk about the Monaco quite a lot. And that piece there for me was a very special piece because I'm into my fashion, and Steve McQueen is one of the biggest fashion icons out there. You can't put it past him. And I know he never wore it besides the movie, Le Mans, but it still, represented what he stood for as a fashion icon. And I'm really into my fashion.
SD43, £1.80. That's all good, but what does Powie think? Thank you. And we got watching your timing, $2. Stories are what make a good collection. That's correct. The story behind it. Stories make a great collection. Interesting stories there. Out of interest there, Mr. GMT, what watches didn't make it? Oh, we go. That's the scores there. Sorry, yes, we do. What I see those 4 watches in front of your box. What do you got there, Mr. GMT, in front of your box?
The other watches that didn't make the review.
The good box.
The good box. This is my work watch. This is one of my work watches, which is it's a shitter to everyone. It's a quartz
no, it's
shitter.
Not. I actually love this watch. I've owned that model.
This watch here is the Piers Brosnan watch that he wore in GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And I got it for main reason was I don't have to worry about it at all. I just put it on. Done.
Mr. Valjew.
Go, B. You go, boy. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah. Love it. Woo. Beautiful.
Here we go. Voulez-vous, $20. Mr. GMT, thank you for always being such a gentleman and an example of what watch collecting is all about. Thank you for sharing these beautiful watches with us, and thank you, Arch and panel, for hosting this evening.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm really enjoying this. I really am.
Sorry, you were saying, so you've got the that's the Seamaster. I actually had that as such a. Did you have it on a bracelet or you?
I still got the bracelet. I've taken the bracelet off because I don't like ruining at work. You ruin them, So I've taken the bracelet.
What sort of bracelet is this? An Omega rubber?
It's Omega. It's just this one is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this one is.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful. And what's the next piece there? Tell me what else.
I've also got nothing special. This is like just a turtle that I used to wear.
Turtle, yeah. What else? Keep going.
That's nothing special. And then we've got a very good friend of mine actually gifted this to me, and I'll never forget it, and I'll never get rid of this watch to the day I die. And this is I'm a man of my word, which is this right here.
Oh, the Tissot. Who gave you that? Tissot. That's beautiful.
Andrea Spaghetti, his name is, and he's one of the loveliest guys I've ever met, and I can't thank him enough. He didn't have to. I begged him to give him money. He didn't have to. He just wanted to gift it to me. Because he reckons of all the entertainment and fun that I've shown on the streams and stuff, he wanted to gift me the watch.
It's beautiful. That's a beautiful. That's a automatic or quartz that there.
No, that's the automatic. That's automatic. It's automatic.
Automatic. Wow, that's actually a beautiful watch. That.
Yeah, I'm very
And
happy
next
to
one,
have
keep
that.
going. Next one, you got the. What you got then? You got the.
And then I've got this. I bought this from Timely Behavior, which is just a little fun watch, which is Timex.
Oh, the Timex. That's a cool watch.
That's cute. Yeah, that's just a little fun watch that I wear. And then I bought this one here. Was my very first moon swatch, which is I bought from our friend. Read those super chat, Arch. Sorry.
Yeah, MRG1911, $10. Great topic, great panel, great show tonight. Thanks. Yeah, I must admit this has been a fantastic show. Keep going.
Yep, and then I bought this moon swatch from our good friend Toyota Mo. He sent it over for me. Thank you very much, Toyota. Really do appreciate it, helping me out getting it.
Can you tell it again? What did you buy from Medium Legend? I missed it. Sorry.
Moonswatch, Bear.
Moonswatch. Beautiful.
He's the king of moon swatches, by the way.
Is that Jupiter?
Does he have a
Neptune?
Does he have a Neptune?
Neptune. Yeah, he's got all of them. He probably
the
could
blue
get you
one.
one.
The blue one.
Yeah, he's got the
he's got
complete
all
set.
of them. He's got the complete set.
Son of a gun.
And then I've got this actually on an original Omega strap, which is the Mercury. I bought this not long ago.
Is that blue one?
No, this is the Mercury. This is just a...
The reason I'm asking, you guys know the blue one is discontinued and it's fucking going high.
Strider, $3. Is that GoldenEye Seamaster? Love that. Yes, it is. That's the GoldenEye Seamaster.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That was a GoldenEye Seamaster. Yep, that's the one. And I've got the Mission to Mars, which I love so much as well.
Project Alaska.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
the project.
These are my fun pieces, the pieces that I don't take too serious and just enjoy. You know, sometimes you got to have something that really, you know, makes you smile when you wear it, just as a laugh. You know, this is a little gimmick thing. It's nothing, you know, too serious. You can't take it all too serious every time. And that's the way that I collect as a collector. I like to make my whole journey fun and enjoy it and buy the things that I love. And as a collector, that's what I do. And I can't. And
honestly, I love you shitters.
Oh, you do? Thank you.
No, I'm being serious. They're actually quite interesting and exciting. Every single piece you've shown after the fact is actually quite cool.
Can I go a
That's
bit
the thing
deeper?
I love about JJ. JJ has amazing collection, but he enjoys shitters, and you are doing exactly the same. You have amazing collection, but you also enjoy unique shitters.
Yes.
Bear, can I go a bit
Very
deeper?
important.
Can I go a bit deeper? So GMT collects a lot of things, right? You can see obviously surrounding him is his collection of action figures. He has many hats that I'm very envious of. So GMT, my question to you is that you collect a lot of things and you've obviously been collecting for a while. What is your philosophy when it comes to collecting? Not just maybe watches, but everything that you collect.
Collect what you love. Collect what you love. If you love it, buy it. That's how I am. I collect what I love deep down inside. That's how I collect.
What
That's my
I'm
philosophy.
jealous about is the different camera angles. If you wouldn't mind showcasing for the viewers, this is fantastic. This is in his collectible room.
This is one angle. This is one. As you can see my hand, there it is. That's the other one. Looking, that's me just here. Hey.
This is his amazing collection of the Superman.
And this is behind. Over there. This is where I display when I don't have them in the safe. Over here.
Beautiful.
And then we've got the. Where we go? And then we got this one on this side, looking over that side, which is
And that's also amazing computer screen.
I've got a big one. I like it to be a big one. I like my big ones.
What a setup! What a setup! Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so your credit card company probably thought you were just collecting Mings that day, GMT.
Yeah, well, we've got the story on the Mings too, don't we?
ABC, £2. Imagine if you also had 35 Mings in the collection.
Oh, well, it should have been 38 ABC, but yeah, it was nearly possible.
CB, $10. Bear, I also love GMT lesser watches. I also have a bunch of them, and I love them as much as the higher ones. I think that a real collector must have both.
You see, CB is refined successful version of me. This is why refined, successful version of me says, I also love a bunch. I also love lesser watches, and I go and I say, hey, I love those shitters. This is what makes us different, but in certain way, we are exactly the same.
It's so true.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
I wanted to say, just seriously, on a serious note, you know, we are in the Archieverse, and Archie did start what we're doing today. He did. Everyone's saying that he didn't start YouTube. Obviously, he didn't start YouTube. But if he didn't go back in the day and give the idea and go out there and do what he did back when he did it, and then get us all together and help us through our journey, you know, with the advice that we're watching his reviews and stuff, this right now, what I've got here, wouldn't be possible. And not only that, the people that are a part of it are so special to me that I've had so much fun. We've had so much banter. We've had, you know, a lot of fun, a lot of sad times as well with Arch losing his collection. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is we're all here together doing it still now, right now, and we're having fun right now and watching each other's collections grow. So for me, that is the most important thing, to actually be able to be a part of it and help other people's collections grow. So Archie, I'd like to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to jump on with you and let everyone see what I've done and what I've collected. And that's all thanks to everyone, including Arch is the main person, but everyone else is just as an important factor to our collecting journey. So thank you.
No worries at all there, Mr. GMT. I got to tell you, I get a really nice warm glow when I see your collection, and I can see that you love these pieces. And unfortunately, you know, with my situation, I loved my watches very, 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 very much. And it pains me, you know, that they're gone. But the thing is, what I see is that a collector like you has planned their collection. It's been a huge journey. I didn't always support your ideas. I was a bit disappointed you got rid of the two-tone, but now I've learned to love that Kermit you have now. And it's a definite journey there. And you know, I see super rich people, they just buy all the hype. They want a Pepsi, they want a Hulk, they want, you know, all the top shelf Platonas and that. I don't know if they love their watches.
We would not know what the super rich people are like. We have only one left, Mr. CB. The rest are gone to Team Right.
That's correct.
You know what? Everyone gets... everyone goes through motions. Everyone goes through motions.
But that's okay. We love who we have. We love our people. We love our medium legends.
Yeah.
And you've got quite a lot of them, Arch, believe it or not. And it's been proven time and time again. So never forget that.
Yes. No, that's very true. It's what I like is, you know, I look at a collection, I can see the thought and the love you've put into it. And to be honest with you, you can see you've embraced life. You know, it's not easy. Like, you got your own business in Darwin. Fuck, that is believe you me, guys, Darwin is not an easy place to make a quid. And you've got your own business, and you've built some of these. You've got your own little comfort zone in that room there with things you love, and you've got your own. This is the thing as collectors. I don't think non-watch people or non-collectors understand the passion. Like I got my old ex-boss. He's got a huge camera collection, and even though I'm not into cameras like he is, like he likes historic cameras. Timely Behavior, $3. This is a collection with heart. You betcha. You can see it. You can see it. And I've got to tell you, Timely. Sorry, Mr. GMT. This is what I love, is that the love and the passion for it. It's more than just buying the latest and greatest bits. You've got so many pieces here which tell the story. The GMT.
And it's not easy. It's
story.
not easy to be honest, to try and find, because you go through so many different motions and so many different experiences that you see out there. It's not an easy thing to actually try and choose the one that, because you say you love this one, you love that one, but it's very hard to actually hone in and really like look forward to what you really want. But that's because I've done like my research on a lot of different things, and I knew that, for example, we use the Glasuta as an example, that the Glasuta was something that I've always loved, Lange, and thanks to Jonathan, he actually made me love it even more. But I knew that at the moment was out of my reach, but I wanted something that could represent that and that I could wear and still enjoy until the point of the time
Be
in
careful,
my life.
Jonathan works for Lange and Glasuta. He's working for their marketing
You know
department.
what? I would not be surprised, Bear, if it came out that that's true. That wouldn't surprise me one bit because he's pretty passionate. But yeah, that's how I look at it anyway. Arch. So yeah, thanks again,
Mr. GMT, as the collector, with who is not a rich man, who loves the watches, obviously has a very strong collection. Collects a lot.
I don't think he's poor, Bear. I don't think he's poor, but he's middle class.
He's not. Well, you understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to
He's not
elaborate.
CB rich. He's not CB rich.
He's not wealthy man to a point that he can buy anything he wants. We're talking about rich people. Super chat from CB.
CB $5. Bear, I am a loyal rebel like you. This is home, and I don't need to go to grifter paradise.
God, I love you, CB. I fucking love you. I fucking love you. Mr. GMT, can you give advice to our beginners, to the viewers who are thinking about collecting the watches? Tell them a little bit about mistakes you made. Tell them what would you be giving them as advice how to approach collecting watches, please.
It depends on, again, when you collect watches, it all depends on how deep your pocket is, right? So it's what you can afford. Do you want to read the super chat first?
Super chat Tanzil $5. Mr. GMT, tell us the story of the date, please.
You can tell that after answer Bear's question. You can tell that after.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the way that I would look at starting a collection from word go, is I would go for something that you're passionate with, as in what you want to collect, as in what the piece that you've eyed off on these streams that you've seen. But again, it depends on what you can afford. If you can afford a high-end one, you obviously go for that one. But hone in the actual piece that you know that you can use on a daily basis, and something that you will always appreciate on your wrist as a first watch. Then from there, you can actually look at what else you want to do. But always start with something that you will always can afford, the most important, obviously, and something that you know you can wear on a daily basis without having to worry about it. And then your journey will begin from there.
GMT, I got a question for you. Do you think the most important part of watch collecting is staying sexy?
Yes, it is definitely to stay sexy.
Super chat. Can we now answer super chat from Mr. Tanzil Ansari, please?
Okay, my busted ass date, as Sov always says, it's completely shit. It's going to fucking, I might as well throw it in the bin. What happened was, I've been after a watch. It was my father-in law had the previous model, the 18038, and he had to obviously sell it because he went through bad times at the time, so he had to get rid of it. And the guy that was supposed to sell it back to us because he promised he would, decided not to. He said, no, I don't want to sell it. That's his choice. That's fair enough. You know what I mean? So I just got sick of asking him, and he's saying, yeah, maybe, no, yeah, whatever. I just got sick of it. I got sick of playing the games. It was like playing AD games. It was pissing me off. And I decided to go out and try and find one that I would really, something in decent condition. It doesn't have to be, this has got a little bit of patina on it, you know, like it's got a little chip on the thing. It's nothing, it's not perfect, but that's what I wanted. I wanted something that was worn and had that, it's gone through a journey feel. You know what I mean? So I went looking and I found one, and he was in Brisbane at the time. And I had two Mings that I wanted to get rid of, which I bought one from Marco, my good friend Marco. And the other one was actually sold from a friend of the channel, used to be a friend of the channel, Tony Nico. He sold me the other one. So I ended up buying both of them because of the story that happened with the 38 Mings, where we were on a Mr. Two's channel, and I tried to buy Mings, a Ming, and I ended up buying 38 of them by accident, and I had to cancel my card, which was it's a big story, but it's a part of the journey, right? It was a good laugh. So then I took those two watches. I said, I'm not going to wear these watches, to be quite honest. Why don't I just speak to this person? I found this dealer in Brisbane. I said, I offered him my Mings. He said, yes, he'll take them. Yeah, it ended up costing me with the watches that I traded in and the thing $15,000, which I was happy about. I had points on my flyby points.
Sorry,
so
it cost you what? Sorry, say that again. How much did it cost?
15.
15 plus the Mings.
Yeah, so in total would have been about 21 all up.
Okay, because in some way I thought the Mings were kind of unsellable.
Well, that's a good thing, because he's got a dealership in the States as well. So he's got two. He's got one in Australia.
Got you. Okay, you got out of them. Guitars and watches, just quickly. £1.80. Call a Bond, Omega, a shitter, or any watch upsets me. Yeah, I
no, that's
think
true.
the Bond
it's not a
My
shitter. This is my work.
apologies, guitars and watches. Please make sure not to watch old Archie's videos. Thank you.
Yeah, so I decided to fly down and see it in person, make sure that it was all, to my, expectations, and not be disappointed, because I wanted to see it in hand. I didn't want to get it here and then, have to try and send it back and that, because I'm so far away. And this was an old watch. I don't normally worry about it because most of my watches are newish, but this watch I had to, I really wanted to make sure. So I flew down. I actually, I came on the stream from the airport. Archie was a bit upset with me because I didn't, which is fair enough because I didn't tell him, but I wanted to come in and out. I didn't want to waste time. So I ended up going there, grabbing it, doing the exchange, happy as, and I will never change a thing that I've done. It was just an awesome journey to have. And when I came home, the most saddest part was I came home and I showed my father-in-law, I showed my mother-in-law, she loved it. And she was so happy that I went through and I bought it, and she knows what it means to her. And I showed my father-in-law, but in 2020, he had a massive fall, and he actually had a massive brain injury. He's fine now, but his brain's still not 100%. And I showed him the watch, and when I showed him the watch, he didn't remember. It actually, my mother-in-law started tearing, because she was so upset that he couldn't remember one of the happiest times of his life of enjoying this watch. But the funny thing is, about a week later, I think it was, he actually remembered the watch. He goes through fluctuations. He remembered the watch, and I went and showed it to him, and he actually remembered it for that period of time. So it was good that he did remember it. And
it's like the pet that got run over. Did you tell him it was the same one, or you told him it was actually
No.
You?
I explained to him what the goal was, because he knows the gentleman that bought it, because we explained who bought it, and he knows the guy. And we said he won't sell it back to us. But he was grateful that the thought is that I went out of my way to actually get something that was special to them in their time. And I had said to him, if you ever want to wear it, you want to wear it now, I'll give it to you now. You can have it. Just wear it. Enjoy it. Because life's too short, and you're 80 years old, and there's not much time left. So enjoy it as long as you can if you want. And he goes, no. He goes, I want you to wear it, and I want you to enjoy it, because you did a good deed to actually try and make us happy, and we really appreciate that. So here it is. That's exactly what happened.
Very, very interesting story there. It's
yeah. That's
all right, Bear. So, Bear, you closed the panel for the review, but are you going to open the panel up? So
yeah, absolutely. If anyone wants to jump on and continue tonight, we did. This kind of concludes the review for Mr. GMT. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And if anyone else would like to jump, this is the time. Also, I want to remind everyone that in 1 hour and 15 minutes, our friend JJ will be running his live stream, and we will transfer the people to his live stream. He'll run it for an hour to hour and a half, when our friend Curly is going to take over the dungeon for the rest of the evening. So just so you know, what's the program for tonight? Thank you all.
Start a poll. Did you upvote? I'm going to ask
Thank
the
you, Matt.
question.
Of course.
I
Did you
hate
guys
those
upvote? I hope you
polls.
enjoyed
You
it.
know what? When the JJ puts that, I unpurposely don't upvote.
Uh,
And we got a super chat in there too from Juco Ted. And we got Timely has just jumped on. Juco Ted. Juco is one of the he's one of the big donors. Bear. We got
Yeah,
He's a
CB.
good friend- he's a
Duco
good friend
was
of ours as well.
original. Duco is
Yes.
one of our OGs. By the way, what watch is Duco wearing there?
It's a Pepsi, isn't it? Rolex Pepsi.
Well,
Beautiful review, Juco Ted. Timely,
Thank you,
jump
my
on.
man.
What do you want to say, Timely?
Yeah, looks like
I just
Pepsi,
wanted-
right?
I just wanted to say to Mr. GMT that your collection is on point. Again, like it was said in the show, it's a collection about you and what you want to collect, and there's a lot of love in that collection. And to see it all in person, so I've seen the whole collection in person and everything, and it looks fantastic. All the pieces are on point. They're all in very good condition and just well loved and looked after. So well done, mate.
Thank you, my man. Do appreciate the kind words. You rock, brother. Thank you.
And here we go. Jean-Claude Beaver, $8. Great to see diversity in a collection. Mr. Sexy, well done and congrats. All the best for the future journey. Cheers, JCB.
Thank you, my man.
And Tanzil, ABC, give us your score on balance, uniqueness, value, and value retention, and also the personal score, if you don't mind there, ABC.
Yeah. Hi, Arch. Hi, everyone. And GMT, just want to say you're a class guy. You're a truly valued member of the community. Don't ever change. And yeah, we need you around, man. Don't leave us.
I'll try. I try my best, my man. I do try.
You know,
Thank you for the kind words.
We'll, bust your balls now and again, but you're a good sport as well. So, thanks for that.
It's all part of it. It's all part of the, the whole package of being here. You gotta get your balls busted every now and then. Everybody does. Doesn't matter who you are, really.
And your collection shows that you're not a sheep. Yeah, you've literally made your decisions, bold
Very
decisions.
quickly, super chat. Time to unwind. £1.80. AC3. Ever asked wrestler to kick you in the seed sack? Definitely no. But I do know somebody who does like that.
Damn.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
Okay, Mr. ABC, let's get some scores. Balance. What would you give him out of 10?
So yeah, there's a wide variety of types of pieces. Some are dressy, some a lot of them are sporty as well. I would definitely give it like an 8.5.
For uniqueness, how would you give his collection for uniqueness?
Oh yeah, that's a 9, easily a 9.
Value. What do you think of the value?
Value
retention, value.
I didn't catch how much he paid for them, but he's got some hard-hitting pieces there. I'd probably give that.
Put it this way, I got him at a great price. As Timely's actually helped me get a few of them. He knows what I'm like when I bargain, so I did get
Yeah.
Would you like a cabbage roll?
That was our creative director from the dungeon, Palve himself, our creative director, and recently promoted to human resources, Palve from the dungeon.
And
Must
in case you
be
didn't understand
hungry
what he
for a
said,
cabbage roll, that one.
in case you didn't understand what he said,
Exactly.
Okay, ABC, give me a value.
Yeah, uniqueness, I'd say 8.5.
No, uniqueness, you already gave him 9. I wrote it down.
Oh, what's the next category?
Value.
Oh, value. Again, I'd probably give that 8.5.
And finally, your personal fuzzy-wuzzy feeling towards this collection.
Yeah, I'd give that a 9 because also knowing the guy as well, and also the backstory behind a lot of the decisions on the pieces, I'd give that a 9. Class collection,
Timely,
class guy.
let's get Timely's quick analysis. Give me your balance opinion there, Timely.
For balance, I'm gonna go probably. I'll go a 9 for balance.
Uniqueness.
I'm gonna go a 9 again for uniqueness.
Value.
Value. I know roughly what Mr. GMT paid for everything, and he's a wheeler dealer, so I'm gonna say 8.
See, I think Timely was bribed with like a lamb shank or something. Timely was definitely bribed.
Go on, and what's the last one?
Personal fuzzy wuzzy feeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5 on fuzzy wuzzy. I like it. It's really good.
Beautiful.
Very
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Here, what's Ron the Shrink? I can't believe GMT would do that. AC3 is such a great host for visitors. Yes, this is a great spot, guys. $150 US. You can have a review like this as well, Bear. How do they do it, Bear?
I do want to mention that at one point we were close to the 300 viewers tonight. At this moment, we're about 220, and we have already up 203 upvotes. Big thank you to everyone that's watching, that's super chatting, that's commenting, that's sharing the Archieverse and supporting our dear Pontiff Archibald Chesterfield III.
It's been a great success. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. It's been great, you know.
And GMT, I've opened the stream to the viewers if they want to hop on and give their thoughts. They would like to give their scores. Please hop on.
Yeah.
For me, the thing as well is the thing that makes a lot of difference as well is the backstory behind the president, and also, you know, I've met your father-in-law. He's a really nice guy, top guy to talk to as well, and just how it all ties in together with the person. When you get that background knowledge of the person, means a lot more. So it's really good.
Thank you, brother. Means a lot. Thank you so much. He would have loved to hear you say that too.
I got to tell you, it's a very interesting thing here. I think for many of us, the watch collecting itself there, it's not just the physical pieces, it's the community. And it's a great, look at this, Mr. GMT. What a great bunch of guys have come out here and said, hey.
Yeah, that's like, to be honest, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm very happy for you as well, Arch, because, you know, it brings people to your channel, and they want to see what our collectors got.
I would say this is one of the best shows we've done, Bear. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a great show. Thanks to everyone.
The only other one that rivals this show is when we did the CB.
The CB review. One is next level. That is next.
And
that was next level.
Mr. Sizzler was good too. I liked Mr. Sizzler.
Yeah, Mr. Sizzler. CB was another level. Let's be honest, because of the crazy collection that was given us opportunity to talk about amazing watches that we probably never gonna own or see. This is more of a collection review.
Look at this. We've got just a nasty comment here. Let's just clarify. I just want to address this. Mr. GMT's busted date, 150 to get reassurance you've actually bought what you like with your own money. Let me say this to you. I actually gave the lowest score out of everyone who's given a score. And I want to say this to you, that if there were
read the super chat. I love this. I really want to know this super chat. This super chat is
here we go. Time to unwind. £1.80. AC3. Koala Bear ever put his love wand in your ear?
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing right now. I'm picturing
Koala Bear. But I got to tell you, if there was things I didn't like there, I would have told you, Mr.
Can I just say something to that comment? It wasn't about reassurance. Let's just get one fact straight here. It wasn't about reassurance. What I did this for was 2 reasons. I like to share what I've got, okay, and with people that I've made a bond with and became friends with. All right. And second of all, it helps out Arch. Why not give a help? You guys,
I just had a massive smack with the loss of the collection.
Not only that, people are happy to pay subscription fees for Netflix, all the different providers. You know, they're all happy to do that. This is a form of entertainment that people like to pay for and experience and enjoy. Just like you are right now, watching this and commenting and saying your funny comments. You're enjoying this. Believe it or not, you might not admit it, but you're enjoying it, or else you would not be here. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But this is why I do what I do. And this is what we should actually support, because Archie's here to give us a form of entertainment that you can get anywhere else, but you're here because the form of entertainment that it gives is satisfying. So that's why I did it. Plain and simple.
What's your timing? $5. My Sizzler collection has made some changes.
That's a Sizzler himself, Archie.
Sizzler.
Yeah.
In a few weeks, I'm going to pay for another collection review. I'm a minimalist now.
Love that guy. Love Mr. Sizzler.
And we got Alex P, $10. Nice collection, Mr. GMT. Almost same as mine. Sold my black GMT and Monaco. Have Black Bay Pro, Pam 111, Panomatic Lunar Blue, and Hoya Heritage Chrono. Next is going back to 14060M. That's the no date sub. Didn't like the new sub.
The 2-line. I like the 2-line, right? Is that the
That's all. I had that as well.
Yeah, that's the 2-line pre-ceramic.
That's one of my regrets of selling, but it had no box or papers, and I'm a completist. I like the box and papers, so I ended up selling it. So
there you go. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to tell you,
koala bear never put the one in your ear, Archie.
Koala bears, they're actually not very friendly. They're nocturnal, and they smell like weed. You know that? They smell like weed.
Is that because they eat a lot of plants?
Because they don't eat weed. They eat this eucalyptus, which is very it's a pungent sort of smell. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting, actually.
People think kangaroos are the friendly, cuddly, bouncy creatures. They will fly kick you in your face.
There's some videos we've seen with the boys. Oh my god, fucking hilarious! But they're dangerous. And koalas.
Kangaroos are dangerous.
Yeah.
Kangaroos are dangerous. Kangaroos are massive.
I think every animal in Australia is dangerous, right?
No. Not quite. Come almost.
He says no, but he's probably got like a crocodile on a leash or something in his backyard. I don't know.
I think Archie has some kind of like snake sanctuary near him where they like capture snakes and stuff in your yard. So I don't know.
You know the animals are dangerous when Archie's just got a bunch of bees flying around the front of his house and he's happy with that.
Archie got a super chat, my man.
I see
super
one
chat. Here we go. Spinnaker, $10. Mr. GMT, absolute top bloke in Archieverse, hands down.
Thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it.
Arch, I got to cut out. I got a few things to do before showtime. We got an hour, so thank you for having me.
So, JJ, in 1 hour, JJ, in 1 hour.
Yeah, we need the link. We need to pin the link. Get the link set up.
Yeah, and then when Curly's ready to do the dungeon, I'll forward it over there.
What's the topic tonight, JJ?
Oh, tonight's topic is best two-tone watches in the watch collection. The bimetal battery.
Interesting.
We know Archie's take is going to be the bluesy.
I will take root beer or rose gold Yachtmaster or rose gold Wimbledon. One of those three. It has to be rose gold Rolex. What do you think?
You're two-tone stunner, Archie.
100%. That's pretty damn amazing.
I don't know. I take Archie's two-tone AP from back in the day.
That was nice. Yeah, that was nice.
The pre-ceramic, right?
No, the AP. I had a two-tone quartz. Two-tone.
Oh, yes.
I paid next to nothing for it, but yeah, interesting story to that there. Yes, 100%.
All right, fellas. Well, thank you for having me on. I'll hop on tomorrow. I just got a few things to do before.
Hey, no worries. That's fantastic.
See you, JJ.
All right.
Hey,
JJ,
JJ,
thank you,
JJ,
brother.
can I have one of the leads? JJ, I just noticed Muhammad Ali has just super chatted
Yeah, let's
you
pull it up.
90 pounds.
Muhammad Ali is the man.
Can you
Very-
bring some
very
of the
good.
leads to me? Can you bring some of those leads? Muhammad, if you're watching, thank you.
He's in
for
he lives
helping
in London. He's
JJ.
probably
Yeah.
super chats early, doesn't he, JJ?
Yeah, because he's not, he does his walk and then it's bedtime. But greatly appreciate Muhammad Ali's outstanding.
If you could work on the leads, if you could bring a few leads, JJ.
You know
just
who
bring
is
them.
a great guest on JJ's
Who's that?
live streams?
Who's
That
that?
guy, Ali Riza.
Ali's,
good friend
he's
of
a
mine.
great man.
Good guy.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good panelist. Very knowledgeable guy. Well spoken,
Oh,
calm,
yes, yes, he is.
intelligent.
Yes.
He's got a very soothing voice too.
Yes, yes.
Very soothing voice.
We're looking at iconic two-tones here, guys. This is Archie's favorite from the 90s.
Yes. You know, these they look so dated now, don't they? They were so cool at the time. You remember
Ouch.
Mr.
I remember
GMT,
these.
look at the brown, look at that grey dial. Remember people had lounge suites in that color?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the other
man.
color which was cool was pink. Remember pink was in too?
Oof. Yeah.
Remember that?
These watches
Peach.
here, they take you back. They definitely take you back.
Yeah. And they always
While
have
we're
a
looking at
link.
These, what's the go with these? While we're looking at the links?
Two-tone. We're talking best two-tone watches.
Oh, best two-tone
Best
Well,
watches.
that's for JJ's topic tonight. Don't steal the topic now.
Let's steal the topic, yes.
What about this tantalum one? What do you
Fucking hell.
think of this tantalum AP two-tone tantalum? Tantalum and gold.
Omega used to do two-tone gold and titanium as well, didn't they?
All right, gents, I'm gonna hop off. I don't want to see these ideas because I have my.
All right.
I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you, JJ.
worries.
Take care. Stay
Bye,
sexy,
JJ.
brother.
What a
Sure,
cool
yeah.
guy. Isn't he? I just love his sense of humor. He's a great guy to have.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Great guy. You know, I gotta tell you, today this was actually this is fantastic. We're still going. We've got an hour left, but it's a great stream. You know what I mean? It's a
Oh
great
man,
stream.
I enjoyed myself, Arch, and like I said, I can't thank you enough. And I'm pretty sure the punters enjoyed it too. To be honest, couldn't see why they wouldn't. Not unless they didn't like the
100%,
content. I don't know. It's
100%.
crazy.
100%.
We're
Have a-
now at 121 upvotes. Our viewers have dropped a little bit. We're at 187 viewers, but the upvotes are fantastic. Good sign that we did a good show. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah,
sign.
if
The numbers haven't
anyone
been this high
hasn't
for a very
already-
long time, so it's been great.
If anyone hasn't already given the thumbs up, make it happen. Come on. At least if not super chatting to support the show and support Archie, the thumbs up will do the job. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, that's it. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, I gotta
Get your
tell you-
fake accounts out as well. Have fun with those, the troll accounts.
It's I gotta say this to you there. This collecting bear has Juco. I've upvoted 3 times. Thank you, Juco Ted. Thank you. Collecting bear, would you ever discuss your collection? You're a bit shy. You don't like to discuss what you have and don't have.
My collection is not well balanced. My collection is slightly Rolex centric. My collection would not be exciting to review anyway because it looks like a fucking mutual fund.
Yeah.
Mutual fund.
Fair point.
ELDSS Elds $2. Nice collection, Mr. GMT. Great job, panel. Yes.
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
They
Thank you.
definitely did. They did an awesome job.
We also did Timely's collection. Remember Timely's collection? He's amazing.
It would have been
amazing.
good if you did it in a format like this because Timely comes on. It would have been great if you did it in a format like this because then you could have got his background as in why his thoughts behind
Yeah,
things.
no, look, there's always room for improvement. We give you the big kahuna. The big kahuna.
Look at the
It's,
evaluation of my collection
Yeah,
from Tanzil.
I had to keep score, so.
Look at
Bear's
the
review of his own collection.
I know my
Balance
place.
1,
I'm a little
uniqueness 1, value 10. There we go.
There you go. It's all that matters, baby.
You're Octane.